What's up, everybody? This is Antonio and Alicia. We are heading back out to the land this afternoon after work to see if I can meet up with my forest mulcher or somebody that has a forest mulching machine to see if we can get them to clear up this back corner of the property. Not clear it up all the way, but kind of make a couple of paths through this. It's like 235 feet of woods and vines and just brush. Try to see if we can kind of get that cleared up.
Yeah, like right now we don't know exactly where that property line ends or go out because of those trees. We can't really see the stake, so hopefully this will help with that.
Yeah, we don't want to get rid of all of it because we still like that privacy that the tree line provides between us and the couple of houses that's on the other side of the trees. But we do want to clear it up. Like I said, make a path. If anything, ATV paths or dirt bikes or whatever the kids end up getting, or myself end up getting. And maybe a shady spot will be good for pigs. I do want to raise 2 red wattle pigs. I'm saying red wattle, but I'll look more into the different breeds of pigs to kind of see what we can raise and just really see what we can use that land for. So we'll holler back at you in a second.
What's the answer?
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee I can find a copperhead within probably 10 feet of this area right here.
All right,
Yeah.
that's my cue to back on up. Thank you very much.
And that's what we want to be able to kind of see the ground.
So I'll tell you all right here. I mean, it's gonna be.
Well, we're out here at the property looking at using Chris Rawlings for mulching this whole back corner here.
Wait, let's tell him. He's all in there.
Yeah, he's like in there somewhere. Said something about some copperheads and I backed up. I don't need that in my life right now. But I hear you in there.
Yeah, right here.
But I feel like it's about maybe from the edge of the woods here, it seems like it should be like 2. Huh?
You see there's a pond right there?
There's a pond?
Yeah.
That little hole that I'm seeing?
Yeah.
A decent sized pond?
What's that?
I said a decent sized pond?
Just a little one.
So what I would say that everyone's probably done is they probably just use it as a dump pit.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
seeing some white stuff in there.
There's
What
a
is
bunch
that?
of trash back there. There's a bunch of metal and stuff.
Okay.
There's a bunch of ruts where people just push stuff back.
Great.
So I mean, you can get back there. Yeah.
Straight right. Dang, Alicia, it's grown since the other day. Oh, right here, you can see it. Oh, if you look through this clearing right here, you
Yeah,
can
I
see
can
the
see
top
it.
of it. I actually think it's this way. But they put the stakes up, not these 2, but they put that one up. And I was thinking if I just pulled this rope along the line that it would line up. I guess it's pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be pretty much.
I think somebody was trying to deal with Johnson County and they didn't have like a law for the fence. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just come a foot off of it.
You know, make sure, like I said, that's kind of what you're doing, because like I said, by using the disc, I mean, it's going to be a lot finer product.
Okay.
Like I said, it's going to get like the little stumps, it's going to get everything pretty much flush the ground. You're not going to have stuff, you know, tripping over.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But what I would do is pretty much like all this vegetation, you know, it's going to keep growing this way, you know, killing, like I said, you do have some decent trees right here on the border.
Mm-hmm.
So what you can do is, like I said, I would pretty much push, you know, all this vegetation back in this undergrowth and get it to the point where it's only the trees.
Gotcha.
You know, so that you're not
At
worried.
that point, we probably could see the ditch.
Correct.
Gotcha.
And at that point too, I mean, it's manageable. I mean, you guys can go out there, and if a weed starts growing up the tree, you can do that. But I mean, you're not going to walk in there. I mean, and like I said,
I'm not walking in there, period. Not happening.
Like I said, most people, like I said, with, you know, they're not going to go with bare hands trying to pick up sticks and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
you know, pretty much with the mulching, what I would do is everything, you know, it's giving you that fresh start, you know, because this is, like I said, probably been a field that was, you know, like I said, probably at one point, like I said, they, you know, cultivated the field and, you know, grew crops or something like
Yeah,
that. They always just left
that's
this
what
as
they
a
said.
buffer, and it's never really probably been maintained. So, you know, you guys putting a house up here, I mean, it's kind of a fresh start for you. So,
Yep.
you know, we can get all that cut back too. where you can get to the point where you can go in there and get the debris and the trash out and all that stuff. Like I said, we can pile that up and
Gotcha.
pretty much go from there.
Right.
But like I said, it's probably, like I said, it's probably not as it appears in there. Like I said, because there was a bunch of, that was kind of
Bunch
the
of junk
neighborhood
and stuff, yeah.
that was kind of the neighborhood junk, So, but it's one of those things that now that you guys are here and have it established, it's one of those things that
Yeah, we've already started talking about putting up a farm fence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Over pretty much all around it, but I need them to start the house first.
Yeah.
But the big deal was, I think from this spot here in the back all the way to the right, wherever that post is in the right, it's supposed to be 389 feet. But I measured from this rope to the edge of the woods, and it's 154. So I was like, well, shit, I got another 235 feet somewhere in there.
Oh, yeah, back there.
Knowing that I can't use it all, but I do want to at least, like you said, just clear out. If it just comes out that I clear out a couple of ATV paths or something like that, just
Because if you look at that, you have all that, but it dips. Like when we walked it dips down deep in that. So,
Okay.
it's when your property ends that corner. That's in their back. It's
yeah. That's,
yeah,
she
it's
said
not
she
far
said
from
it.
their shop.
She said it literally runs behind the back of their chicken coop. And I'm not that guy that's gonna go in and say, "Hey, I need you to move off,
Yeah.
pull your fucking chicken coop up or
But
something."
the catch-22 is you bought the property too.
Yeah.
You want to be able to utilize your property.
Right.
So it's one of those things that it'll probably be.
And I got a wood burning fireplace, so it's gonna be like, hey, what can Chris clear out? And okay, let's now look at the trees. If I fell a couple of trees,
Yep.
I might be able to make it through a winter or two.
Yeah.
But yeah, think of a price. You've walked in it way more than I have. I stepped to the opening, and my mom stepped on a copperhead when I was small, and it just kept biting her because she was standing on it. And then we had to go find the snake to give her the antivenom. So ever since that, I don't deal with.
I was just showing this guy at the last place I was. So
wow.
yeah, if you look at it, I actually cut its head off because there's a bunch of kids playing by this, and look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
10 minutes after, it's still trying to bite. So.
Wow. And that's why I don't go in the woods.
I was like,
That's
you know
a
what he doing,
copperhead,
so-
right?
Yep, that's copperhead.
Yeah.
That's it. When I first caught it.
Wow. Yeah, as soon as you say, yeah, I bet I can find a copperhead in 10 minutes, I'll start hot stepping back.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's. How that stuff's built up back there. It's honestly just. You guys have kids?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a nest for them back there. It's gonna be, especially having that water back there. You got water moccasins and that kind of stuff. And the thing is, like I said, the more neglected it is, the more likely you're gonna find that kind of stuff back there.
Yeah.
The more movement you guys can do back there, riding four-wheelers and doing that stuff, it's not gonna, prevent them. It's still gonna be natural woods, but it's gonna deter,
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, I'll get back. Well,
After some of it gets knocked down some.
I would say don't go back there putting your hands in anywhere until I get in there.
Definitely.
Like I said, let someone go back there first with a machine and kind of stir it up, and because when I hit the ground, there's nothing's gonna be alive after that.
Okay. Yeah.
So
that sounds good.
Because
I won't plan on going back there until they clear it up.
Because what I would do is I'd probably walk it first, and like I said, I'd try to get some of the big trash up because I don't want to sit there and mulch a bunch of trash. And then you guys have to go through and clean that up.
Okay.
Like I said, I know there's a metal fence and stuff back there. I'll get that up.
Okay.
I'll pull everything out towards the field.
Yeah.
So you guys can, like I said, manage it. Throw it away with whatever you want to do.
Yeah, because once they start building, we should have that giant trash bin stuff. I'm use the hell out of that. So.
But like I said, if I can catch you pass in there and get you back in there, that's, like I said, that's something to think. And I would probably, like I said, I don't know if you want to go all the way back in there, but I would at least get that front face cleaned up.
Yeah.
Because that's just going to keep encroaching. So it's one of those things. If anything, just getting this front section cleaned up. If you don't want to go all the way back there,
Right.
Yeah, no, because we like the idea of.
Yeah, we like having the trees and the separation.
Right.
Right.
But it's just a matter of, hey, what's back there? Like you said, hey, there's a pond. I was like, oh, how big? Can I fish in it? Like, what? That's what I was.
But like I said, the $1 million thing though, it's probably, like I said, I don't know if it's an actual, it's a decent sized water hole. It's probably a good 15 by 20 foot.
Gotcha.
So
And that's probably the runoff, like.
Yeah, it's gonna be this runoff and stuff
Yeah.
right here. So I guess the whole thing is, wherever you put your house, you got to think like
It's it's all them little orange flags that's out there. Yeah, I'm putting put a shed back here, garden, animals, something like that.
Yeah, because the last thing you want to do, and honestly, like I tell people, you know, all that vegetation is going to climb the trees and, you know, eventually kill the trees. I mean, you can see already the one tree right there. I mean, you know, all the lower limbs and stuff like that, you know, dying off. So it's one of those things that you kind of want to get back there, get it cleaned up, and get it maintained. You know, so, you know, like I said, the trees can thrive. They're not suddenly being choked out, and everything's fighting for life out there. So.
Sounds good.
All right, that's it for now. What's up, guys? We're back. We're out here at the land. We just met with forestry guy, a mulcher. I don't know what really to call him. His name's Chris. He has some machine that's able. He has some machines that's able to kind of move some stuff around in here and mulch it and get it down to where we could go back here and walk and it's flat and stuff. But he said that it looks like people have been dumping, you know, dumping old vegetables back there. Looking for, oh, not looking for, but it looks like pretty much people have been dumping back there. So it looks like a wash machine or something's back there. But he's gonna clear all that out, pull all that stuff out of there, and we're gonna be able to make some use of this, of some of this corner here. We don't want him to clear it all out, but we do want a good chunk of it cleared out so we could actually use it. I'm gonna show you, actually, yeah, I'm going to show you some video, or you may have already seen it, where Chris actually was talking about how he's went into some properties either today or this week and killed, ended up having to kill a snake. But yeah, that's what we was trying to avoid. That's what I was trying to avoid, actually, of actually walking in there. But he said he found, like I said, a giant hill, like a dirt hill, where he stood on top of it, and you know, it looked like it's at least 5 or 6 feet tall. And then he found what he called a small pond that he said his description was maybe 12 by 15 deep watering hole. So what he's going to do is mulch this area out,
Cut it down.
Push the hill,
Right.
He's going to push the hill into the water hole, which he says it looks like the hill is big enough to actually dry all that up, harden it up and stuff like that, to where we actually can make some use out of this corner. He says he's been doing this a long time, and everything that we see, if we don't maintain it, it will just come back, because he's just mulching it down. It's not going to de-root it or anything like that. But if he gets it down to where it's just mulch and we're able to walk on it, and things like that, he recommended that we just kind of spray it a few times a year, just to make sure that.
No, I think he said, what's that? The 60 day, 90 days.
60, 90, 120.
Yeah.
So,
After he cuts.
Do you stop at 120? That's why I said a few times a year, because you got 60, 90, 120. But it might be
maybe
in those increments that it needs to be done every 60 days.
That makes sense.
So that doesn't make sense.
No.
What do you say? 60, 90?
Well, what are you spraying? It's supposed to
60,
kill it,
90,
right?
120?
60, 90, 120.
It can't be 60. Maybe it's 30.
No, he said
You spray it at 60. You spray it again at 90.
And then you spray it again at 120.
Okay, so it's not increments of 60. It's increments of 30 starting at 60 days.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
Mathematicians over here killing the game. But that's the plan. And he's also, this area that we're about to drive, am I four-wheel drive? This area that we're about to drive here, like he's gonna clear all this back. He said I should actually be able to possibly drive my vehicle back there. And this is more of that area right here where we got 235 feet that away. That's our property. But along the edges of the property here as well, he's going to take us all the way back to the ditch, which is maybe about 5 or 10 feet of what you see here. Take it back to the middle, to where we still have our buffer and our privacy from the tree line, but all this vegetation that you see right here in the front, he's going to push that back. We plan on keeping this road that I'm driving on right now for the kids to kind of play their ATVs, or if I get something I could drive and play on besides my truck, that may be the case. Let's try to make sure I don't wreck really wrecked, but I don't want to do any car repairs right now. Yeah. But like I said, his prices are good. After he does the work, I'll kind of give him a review. He was good about being on camera. He didn't really care on that, so that's pretty cool.
He gave some good advice.
Yeah, gave good advice.
Recommendations.
But here we go again, just seeing it from this area. And sitting back here, we're at the back of the property. So you got the property line that kind of goes all the way up that side. And then from here, we go up to this tree over here. Nope. Maybe it's right there. I don't know. I can't see my own fingers. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with that one. With that tree right there. All the way down the side. And then all of this. But that was it. Thanks for viewing. We're gonna keep everybody up to date in the process. And one of these days I'm gonna break down the process of finding land, purchasing land, and then how all that works with actually trying to get your house built on your own land.
Yeah.
The process was a little bit shocking to myself, and they had to explain it to me several times. I had to get other people to explain it to me as well, because we was having a misunderstanding. But here we are to the front of the property. Then we come around. That's my corner right there where you see the tall grass starts. Coming this way. And then we're gonna drive around. Actually, my property line is from here to the road down there. And my driveway is kind of beside those trees. So we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with the driveway. We have a few ideas right now. But we still have to figure all that stuff out. You good, honey?
Yeah, it's fun.
That's my phone.
Yep.
All right, I'll let y'all go. That's Mama.